Alright, so well, Jacob's gonna BRB, but we are about to start the next chapter. I believe it's chapter 6, right, Carrie? I think
Um,
it was 6. I think it said. I don't know.
I don't remember.
But we just had a great D&D session with Lord Bedlam and a few other people, I guess. But more important, Lord Bedlam! Okay. I barely remember collapsing into my bed when I finally got back to my room. I'm pretty sure that I fell asleep as soon as I made contact with the sheets. The game turned out to be surprisingly fun, but it was a lot more work than usual, especially with not one, but two supervillains at the table. Both my brain and my emotions are fried. It leads to some weird dreams. By the time my phone wakes me up, Dream Me is running through a shopping mall in the nude, dodging laser blasts from a pack of giant anthropomorphic dice. What the hell? It's enough to make me almost glad for the interruption, at least until I look at the time. My bedside clock reads 6:10. Definitely not an alarm, at least not one that I set. Is someone calling me? I fumble for my phone and peer at the screen as I rub the sleep from my eyes.
It's Scorpion, totally.
It's Kate. Begrudgingly, I swipe to the right and hold the phone to my ear.
Kate, what the hell are you doing up? I didn't think that Scarlet Ravenblood was a morning person.
Yeah, well, even Scarlet would drag her morose butt up for this.
Oh.
Listen, I've got something important to show you. I know we only met a couple days ago, but
Oh,
Ayo?
it feels like we've been on the same wavelength since the start, you know? Like, we already know each other.
Ayo?
yo.
Ugh, I sound like someone who says they're only looking for Libras in their kindling profile. Ignore that. I'm not talking about some cosmic connection. I just like you, Stan. And I think you like me.
Ayo?
So there's something I
Yo.
need to tell you before I lose my chance, and I need to do it in person. It's just one of those things you shouldn't do over the phone. Meet me at
Yo.
Police Academy, number 1385. Come alone.
That's suspicious. Why that door?
Hey, slow
Yo.
down. My
We about to
brain's
make
still in
out?
boot up mode.
I'm about to do something.
Let me just tell Dave where I'm going.
No, I mean, look, please don't tell anyone, okay? I'm serious.
I was joking. Jeez, sorry. You sure you're alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm. Just hurry, okay? It's really important.
I think she's gonna be shining Nova. She might make that announcement.
That we're gonna like have a full on makeout sesh.
Okay. We're not saying sleep's important. That's not happening. Do we say would we ask how important it is, or do we ask if this is a drug deal as a joke? She does
Important
like
how?
jokes. Okay.
So you've said, but important how?
It's hard to explain. I need to show you.
Oh, ayo.
Just please trust me right now. That's all I'm asking.
Okay. I am gonna make this clear. I do not want to have to close down the stream.
Alright, but can I get a dash of context? A pinch, even? Kate? Hello? Shit.
Normally, I'd blame the cave walls for messing with the Wi-Fi, but with all the talk of hurrying, I have a feeling that she just hung up. Where did that come from? Yeah, we've been getting along well, but that was a weird vibe for a 6 a.m. phone call. Not even a text. Like a sane person, she had to call and wake me up. Combined with how closely she's been following me around, yeah, very weird vibe. If it were in the middle of the night, this would feel like the perfect stage for either a heartfelt confession or a heart-rending murder if my life feels like changing genres. But at 6 a.m., it could be anything. Still, if Kate says it's important, that's good enough for me.
Yo, watch her wear the suit as like lingerie.
Hey, yo. Finally, lingerie for me. Full power armor. I take a moment to rub my eyes and stretch before rolling out of bed. I'm so tired that the first few steps are wobbly, so I slap myself a little to jumpstart my system.
Come on, man. Get it into gear.
I snatch my uniform from the floor and give it a sniff. Oh, a little ripe, but not too bad. Apparently I need to hurry, so it'll have to do. No time for my usual morning routine either, so in lieu of my toothbrush, I rummage through my nightstand for a tin of old mints, expired 8 months ago. Probably still fine. Chewing on my vaguely mint-flavored chalk and still zipping up my uniform, I hurry out the door. I walked through the halls at a brisk pace, completely impeded by traffic. The place is practically empty at this time of day, though I'd at least expected to find one or two diehards patrolling the walls with gusto. The research wing is the same. I don't encounter a single guard on my way here. Surely someone was meant to have this shift. This couldn't have anything to do with why Kate called me, right? Finally, I reached my hall, a familiar, lonely hall, home to my equally lonely door. Numbered 1385, right where I left it. Except this morning, my door isn't so lonely. Kay is keeping it company, leaning against the adjacent wall. She quickly spots my approach and gives me a wave, though it lacks some of her usual enthusiasm. I return the gesture.
Hey, thanks for coming.
No problem. After all, you said it was important. Several times.
Sorry, I had to be sure. I know I might have sounded like a crazy person.
Oh, you did. Oh, you
But
did.
I'm not. You know that, right?
Well,
Yeah, definitely. I'm here, aren't I? So what did you need to tell me? Have you decided to quit the henchman business and start brooding full-time? If so, I completely support you. Clearly, you brood like a pro.
true. She did roll an 18. That's pretty good.
No, bigger than that. Way bigger. I'm actually not sure you'll believe me. So first, I want to show you something.
Okay.
You know the store that you've never opened? Well, we're going to open it.
Wait a minute, Kate. I don't know about this.
Oh my god, watch it be his figurine collection.
That would be so funny.
You're gonna stab me in there, aren't you?
What? No! Why would you think that?
Because this is suspicious as hell, Kate.
Well, you have been following me around a lot. You definitely went out of your way to meet me when we were headed to game night. Don't think I didn't notice.
Okay, yeah, that's a little suspect. Fine, I admit it. I've been following you around a little, but not to stab you. I mean, what the hell, man?
Hey, look, I don't know.
When it comes to potential stabbings, it never hurts to double check.
That's true.
That
I don't
another
think you'd
official piece
ask your
of
stabber if
veteran
they're
wisdom?
gonna stab you.
I mean, look, if they're gonna stab me, why wouldn't I? What's the worst they're gonna say? Yes? At that point, I'm already getting stabbed. I mean,
As official as it gets.
Right. Well, we're not getting through this door all that officially, so you may want to stand back.
hesitantly, I take a few steps back from the door. She's not gonna blow it, is she? No, Kate's not touching the door at all. Instead, her attention is on the keypad, which she's already cracking open.
Moment of truth.
Kate reaches into her belt and pulls out a small white and blue device, which she plugs in the keypad. Isn't Shiny Nova white and blue?
Oh, true!
That's what I'm saying. After a few moments of fidgeting, it lets out a friendly beep and the door slides open with a groan. Oh no! I just realized what's gonna happen. I can't say anything. Okay.
After you. Figure you should see it first, considering how many hours of your life you've spent standing right next to it.
Wow, polite and pessimistic. This is why we get along. All right, let's see what Lord Bedlam's been hiding. Maybe this is where he stashed all that dog food.
Take a deep breath and step inside. Oh, well, holy shit, this is a lot bigger than I expected. What the hell is that? That monolith of a machine can't possibly be a computer, can it? I don't see what else it could be. There are no visible pipes or mechanisms, just wires. It looks like it houses circuitry. Getting some serious, I can't let you do that vibes from this thing. Is that a, oh my god, what's that movie called? With David Hasselhoff. You know what I'm talking about? Nobody knows what I'm talking about. No one's seen that movie.
This has
I haven't
been
even seen
here
the
the
movie.
whole time? I come in peace. Hopefully not evil AI person.
It definitely
Please
was a
don't
reference.
sick any robots on me.
I'm sorry, it is too late, Stan. Now I must turn you into a cyborg and enslave your mind.
Oh,
Don't
no.
worry, we're still about 3 decades away from any serious threat of an uprising, and there's a good chance the robots get too distracted by social media to actually overthrow the government.
You hear that, Musk?
So this huge housing and all the circuitry inside it are going to be dedicated to posting GIFs? At that size, I bet it could just make a few thousand of them as easily as searching for one.
True.
Oh no, by then we'll be living in a post-gift society. It'll be holograms or astral projections or whatever.
Hollow.
Right, but will we still have statements punctuated by clapping emojis? I feel like all those full stops would be super appealing to a robot.
Humans are an inferior life form, period. But tragically, I could never make any 15-second dancing videos. Alas, I have no legs, and I must meme.
No! Oh no, poor AI.
Oh god, we need more sleep.
True.
Literally me when no
much
sleep.
more sleep.
Same.
But seriously, robot uprising aside, is this why you were so curious about the door on our tour? Did you know this was in here?
Sort of. I knew something like this was in here, but not this exactly. I didn't think they had enough time to set a unit like this up, but Scorpion and Bedlam must have been working together for longer than anyone thought.
So this machine is Scorpion's? I guess that
Yo,
makes sense.
how much you want to
Lord
bet
Bedlam
Scorpion
isn't
and
exactly at the
Bedlam are
cutting
a
edge when it
thing?
comes to technology.
Oh no.
But what did she
No
put
way.
it here for?
She cannot stand him. She's absolutely using him.
And that's where things get complicated. Think, what do you know about Madame Scorpion, outside of the whole assassin thing? What are her skills, her interests? She was
Tacos?
Bedlam's partner on that job Wednesday, right? She showed up personally for it, even intervened. And what was she after?
You seem to know a lot about that. Kid.
Data. Not really sure what kind, but it was a private tech company. No weapons, no financials. I never really figured out anything more specific than that.
And her business, the Scorpion Group. They've got this new Henchman app, right? Others too. And how do apps identify, recruit, and monetize users? Data. The
Yeah.
private kind that companies aren't technically supposed to keep, but always do.
True.
Okay, I follow you. But is that really all this is about? An app for hiring meat shields?
No, not just that. They've got a lot of things in development. But more than that, think about her for a second. Remember last night? She'd never played SNS before, right? She barely seemed to understand what it was at first, but within minutes...
Is she a robot?
Every rulebook by heart.
Is Madame Scorpion a robot?
Bro, she couldn't possibly be Lord Bedlam's like robot waifu.
No, absolutely not. I'm telling you, she's using him. Absolutely. What it's gonna happen is we're gonna have to fight Bedlam, and then she's gonna like stab Bedlam, and it's gonna be like the real boss, like almost
Yeah.
every Final Fantasy game.
Nah, bro, it comes off almost to me like the type of like likely couple that like you wouldn't think of each other
You
so
say
much.
you
Could do.
anytime two people are paired, you are convinced they are together.
Bro, they look like
That's
they'd
so
be
true.
couples.
Jacob, back me up.
Listen, you can't tell me they aren't totally secret couples.
Yes, I can, and I am.
Yeah, it even seemed like she could predict the campaign I was running. How could she have known to stab that guy in the first town?
Exactly. She couldn't have, unless she was gathering and analyzing data about it in real time.
She is all about gathering and analyzing data.
Oh my god, Madame Scorpion's a robot. I thought you said we had 3 decades.
No!
What? No, she's
Oh.
human. She just has powers that let her brain work like a robot's. Sort of.
Oh, well, that's less fun.
It doesn't officially have a name because she's the only known case, and she's not exactly
Cyborg.
forthcoming on the details. I like to call it cerebral super processing.
I think she's got like the Iron
It's
Man brain.
On a
literally
basic
just
level,
cyborg.
she appears to absorb and process data subconsciously, way beyond the rate of a normal human. However, it's expanded to a variety of physical and mental abilities.
Right, so that's how she was able to learn everything there is to know about SNS while sitting at the game table. She must have some kind of superhuman Wi-Fi, too.
Good one, Stan.
Sure, if that helps you understand it better. That Wi-Fi and her enhanced physique could come from nanotech that rides off of her power's coattails, or a completely organic evolution of her baseline abilities. It's like I've been telling you, she's uniquely dangerous, and since you've been caught in her gravity, well, I figured you ought to know.
Appreciate it. I don't know if I'll be able to put it to use, but at least I know a little more about what all this has been for.
No problem. Like I said, you deserve to know at least that much. You might work for a supervillain, but the difference between someone like Lord Bedlam and Madame Scorpion is vast. You're way out of your league.
Rude.
Kate, I'm always out of my league. That's part of the job.
That's also true.
But why the steroidal server over there? Isn't all that information in her head?
I'm not sure. Maybe it's meant to augment her power or cycle new sets of data in and out. Whatever it's for, she must think it's important. She's invested a ton in it.
Her and Bedlam both, it looks like. Or at least he paid for the paint job.
If that. As far as I can tell, your boss has basically turned into a supervillain shell company for the Scorpion Group. So he might have picked the paint, but paid for it? Doubt it.
Good point. I don't think that dog food heist paid enough for a liter of soda, much less 20 gallons of paint.
True.
But hey, why don't we go find ourselves some index cards and string so we can set up a conspiracy board somewhere other than the secret supercomputer room, okay? Not that I don't appreciate the glimpse behind the
my worst
curtain,
fear's gonna
but
happen.
something tells me that if Scorpion finds us here, then it'll be the last thing we glimpse. Come on.
I turn towards the exit, motioning for Kate to follow.
Stan, wait.
Wait for what? Now you know I hate to pull rank, but listen to the vet on this one, okay? There are times to wait and talk things through, but this is not one of them.
I keep moving and Kate still doesn't follow.
I mean it. Stop. There's something else.
And I mean it, Kate. I appreciate you calling me up here and showing me this. Really, I do. But I can't get caught in here, all right? You told me the big important thing you wanted to tell me, so now let's go.
Once more, I turn to leave. Oh, Shiny Nova, it's the
That's
dart!
thing, Stan.
I told you!
There was one more thing that I needed to tell you.
I told you! Smoke rises from the scorch marks in front of my heels, stopping me dead in my tracks. Mouth agape, I turn towards Kate to find her training a weapon at me.
Kate?
That's not my name.
I blink, dumbfounded, and glance at the weapon, blue and white. Just like the thing she used to open the door. And just like...
Shining Nova.
I called it!
There you go. Knew you'd recognize me eventually. Just had to jog your memory a little.
No way. There's just no way! This whole time, I thought I'd just been making friends with some cool new coworker, not a world-famous superhero. No, not just making friends. I've been flirting with a world-famous superhero. How did I miss it? Were there signs? Oh, there were definitely signs, Stan. Like, I called that shit day one.
Sorry. Elephant tranquilizers tend to make things a little hazy. But your memory didn't need any jogging, did it? No, you recognized me from the moment you got here. That's why you went right up to me during orientation. That's why you've been following me around. It's also why you made such a grim, edgy character in SNS, wasn't it? You were overcompensating.
I'm not gonna lie, Stan, kind of obvious.
And that's why...
Exactly.
Are you telling me you left your name tag on so you could remember your fake name? Seriously?
Hey, it's tough to keep everything straight when you're going undercover. There's nothing wrong with a cheat sheet.
That's pretty true.
It's one syllable. You work at the absolute cutting edge of robotics, and you can't remember Kate?
That's also pretty
It's
fair.
just, I have a lot of names to keep straight, okay? Anyway, I was going to answer 3 questions as an apology for being dishonest with you, but I'm counting that as the first one. So now you only get 2.
I don't think that's gonna cover everything.
You'll make do. Oh, come on. Fire away.
Uh-oh. Oh, God! Okay, all this just to get my number is a funny flirt. But I don't think we go for that. I think we go for Was It All a Lie? I think we play the guilt card on her.
So was it all a lie? Everything you said? This whole whatever it was?
All I actively lied about was my name and occupation. The rest was more a matter of omission than anything.
Practically speaking, I don't see the difference.
Stan, come on. I'm telling you now, aren't I? That's got to count for something. I didn't have to. Hell, I probably shouldn't have, but I wanted to. Maybe at first you were an angle, but after getting to know you, you can do better than this place.
Ah, there we go.
Bro, we're gonna become
Repent,
a
sinner,
hero?
and find mercy in the arms
Oh,
of the
dude, if that's an
superhero.
option.
That's not it. I'm not here to preach to you. I care about you as a person, honestly.
So you're
Make
telling
out
me
scene?
that you actually sincerely wanted to play SNS with me for fun?
Yeah! We played SNS with both a superhero and supervillains. It doesn't get any more pog than that.
Yeah, I actually did. Honestly, I could have been more productive last night, but it was a nice break. It's kind of fun to pretend to be somebody else.
Well, you were a very convincing evil paladin.
I'm sorry. No, she wasn't. I'm really sorry, Kate, but you were overcompensating.
I
Like,
think
Really?
that's the joke.
yeah. Oh yeah, I think he's gonna.
No, not at all. But you were a top-tier brooder.
Yeah. Okay.
I
There we
was,
go.
wasn't I?
I guess we really did have some genuinely good times.
We did, didn't we? All right, I'm counting that as one question. You get one more. Make it count.
Take me with you. Can we grab a drink instead? Can we grab a drink instead? I want to date her. The text box is no longer working, but it doesn't have to.
Can't we just grab a drink and forget this? Come on, forget about the secret.
That's not what I thought
supercomputer.
this was going.
Keep the name tag on for a little longer, and let's deal with all
We
this.
could rewind.
Yeah, but I don't know if I want to. We'll see how poorly this goes.
You know I can't.
But you want to, right?
I didn't say.
Oh. Suddenly alarms blare, echoing through the layered stone halls, and lights begin to flash, cutting off Kate, or rather shining Nova, before she can finish her thought.
Shit, thought I had more time. Guess this is where we part ways. Unless... Come with me. I got what I came for, but that's just the first step. I could use your help with the rest.
I want to go with her!
Yes,
I want to go with her.
Yes.
How am I supposed to trust that after you just revealed that you've been deceiving me this whole time?
This isn't an angle, Stan. I'm honestly making an offer.
Do it for the love, Stan.
This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance. All the bad luck and desperate decisions that got you here, you can undo them. A total reset. All you have to do is go out on a limb and trust me.
Look, I know what's gonna happen if we say yes, and maybe even if we say no.
Or
But
I could
it's gotta be
torpedo
worth
my
it.
career and live out my days in a trailer park somewhere, wondering when I'm gonna wake up covered in scorpion stings. You're asking me to risk what little I've built here on what? What guarantee?
I can't offer you one. But sometimes the only chance you have to break away from a system like this is to take that kind of risk. Sometimes you have to bet on yourself. So what do you say? Ready to make that wager?
I should.
Okay. So we're gonna have to replay where we stick with Lord Bedlam, right?
Yeah, so replay where we stick with Lord Bedlam, but we're going with Kate right fucking now.
We gotta go. I love Kate. She's so wholesome and cute. We have to go with her.
She's so sweet.
Okay.
Okay, you convinced me.
Yes.
I'll go with you. No idea where it'll take me, but screw it. Chips on the table.
Now I know what's gonna happen after that, and this really sucks. This is really gonna suck.
We're gonna die.
No, not quite. I just want to point out that Dave's in combat mode here.
No.
I think we're gonna have to fight Dave.
No.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I'm taken aback by how quickly Nova lets her guard down. Without hesitation, she's lowered her weapon and starts casually walking up to me, with so much spring in her step that she's practically skipping. Still beaming, she playfully punches me on the shoulder, though she's so excited that it actually hurts a little.
And that's the exciting part of forging your own path. The possibility of it all. The world's laid out in front of you, Stan.
Not if we don't get out of here.
Oh, right, of course. Escape first, celebration later.
She motions to the door with her head.
Let's get moving. Main entrance is a ways off, but I think I figured out a way to get there that should avoid attention.
Main entrance? No way. Scorpion will be there for sure. Cafeteria is our best bet.
The cafeteria? Really?
Trust me, I'll explain when we get there. Now come on.
Okay. You take point then, Mr. Ex-Henchman. You won't regret this. I promise.
We'll see.
I
Yo,
still have my
when's our
doubts.
makeout scene?
Dude, honestly, I'm hoping. I still have my doubts, but at this point, it doesn't matter. If I'm doing this, I've got to be all in on it. Or the odds are good that it ends up with me getting carved up by an energy sword. So with Kate right behind me, I start jogging for the exit. She could probably go a little bit faster on her own, but I know if I push myself too hard, I'll be a liability if we run into trouble. No, not Kate. Shining Nova. Christ, that's going to be hard to get over. Superheroes just aren't like the rest of us. They're hardly even people, more like monuments. big statues with shiny plaques telling you that if you uphold our good old-fashioned values, work hard, and a little lucky, you can be larger than life. So to have spent this much time without one even realizing it, well, it's jarring to say the least. Hell, I played spells and swords with one. Not to mention all the flirting. Really can't stress that part enough. Neither can I, Stan. But I've got to put all that aside for now and focus on what's in front of me. We need to get out of here, and we need to do it fast. Even with the alarms blaring, the halls are mostly empty. Only a skeleton crew is up and early, and the research wing was always light on staff anyways. I glance at Nova, who is expected is having no trouble keeping up. If we maintain this pace, we should be alright. The cafeteria is a lot closer than the main entrance, and I haven't heard an announcement that specifies us as the intruders. In our uniforms, it's unlikely that anyone but Scorpion herself is going to stop us.
Oh, hey there, buddy. There you are.
Oh no.
I heard there was an alarm at your door, so I went to your room to assign you the task of investigating it, but you weren't there. So then I thought to myself, you know, Dave, a true squad supervisor, is always thorough when it comes to his team. And that's when I decided to check on your door myself to make sure everything was A-okay.
Dave, please. I've got to go to the bathroom or something,
How
please.
is good old door 1385?
Oh, you know, it opens and closes, like doors do.
Doors do open and close, don't they?
They do, Dave.
Wait, it opened? That door's not supposed to open.
Dave, please.
Oh no, not at all. It was just a turn of phrase.
How do you turn a phrase?
He means that the door wasn't really open, just that it's capable of opening. Probably.
Oh, hey there, Kate. Great job during the game last night. I've seen a lot of people brood, and by golly, you brooded harder than any of them.
What the heck?
Thanks. You weren't so bad
Dave,
yourself,
please.
Sir
Also, welcome
Dave
back,
of
Jacob.
Plan Dave.
Gosh, I didn't expect to find you here. I thought your squad was in the East Wing this morning.
The
I got turned around.
craziest.
You know how these
Maybe
halls
not
can
the
be.
craziest, but I had an interesting realization when I was in the bathroom.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Is it stream appropriate?
yes.
Okay.
It's completely unrelated to being in the bathroom. It's just where I thought of this. It dawned on me that I probably hated word searches, and word searches probably gave me headaches in elementary school, partially because of my ADHD and not being able to focus on a single letter over and over again.
That's. I expected it to be like at least somewhat
No,
related
it's
to the game.
not
Yeah,
related
that's
at all.
all right. Fair
Not
enough.
related to anything. I was just like
Okay.
sitting there and I was like, man, I really hated word searches. And I was
That's-
like, you know what? It's probably because it was a pain in the ass to focus on them.
That's probably pretty true. I mean, I can't say for sure, but it seems about right.
Yeah, you know, right, buddy? Now we're really in a hurry, so
The door was open, you turned a phrase, and now an unauthorized contractor was at a door with level 4 security clearance? Stan, I expect better than this from a senior member of our squad.
you're right, and I'm just so sorry, but we really have to.
Don't make me hit you,
You know what my great uncle Dale Dave said about butts? Everyone has them, and by golly, they really stink. So no
Dave,
butts, Stan.
no, I don't
You're
want to hurt
staying
you.
right here until we sort all this out.
Dave, listen. This is my fault, so
No, I'm the senior henchman here. You're right, Dave. It's my responsibility.
what are you doing?
I can be held up. You can't. Keep going. I'll deal with this.
Sorry, can you speak up? All the excitement from game night really messed with my hearing.
I look down at Nova. I can't see her eyes through the mask, but her jaw is set and her brow is furrowed in concern. I offer a weak smile, but she sighs.
Don't you dare stand me up, asshole.
She lightly brushes her hand against my shoulder and then turns to go.
Well, this seems like a squad thing, and speaking of squads, I totally need to find my own, so...
Well,
Thanks, Dave. See you at lunch.
Before Dave's brain can finish forming whatever thought he's been working on, Nova is jogging down the hall safely on her way to the cafeteria. Now I just have to find a way to weasel my own way out.
Ah, jeez, I totally forgot. Madam Scorpion wanted to see me after I checked on the door. Super top secret stuff, but I'll tell you everything you need to know about the door after that, okay?
sorry, but I need to check our protocol on this.
Dave reaches into one of his pouches and pulls out a small paperback book with Lord Bedlam's visage printed on the front.
Let's see. Yeah, it says I need to hold you here until you can be properly questioned. Gosh, I'm sorry, buddy, but it looks like you're going to be late.
Late? Dude, did I not tell you who I was meeting?
Don't worry, I'm sure she'll understand. It's protocol. Everyone loves protocol.
Oh, Dave, please.
It's Lord Bedlam's protocol. Do you think Madame Scorpion is gonna give two shits what that little book has to say? You met her last night. Think about it.
She did seem pretty quick to behead things.
That's true.
Gosh, buddy, I don't know. You might be right about her. But if we just start ignoring protocol, what happens next? It's like a slippery domino. Once it starts, it just keeps on slipping.
You're right, Dave. I rub my eyes and sigh, trying my best to keep it together. Even if I had an hour, I'm not sure I could convince him to drop this, at least not through any conventional kind of reasoning. I might have to force my way past him, and that's a gamble. Dave doesn't have much, let's call it tactical instinct, but physically he could really give me a hard time. Better to avoid it if I can. Maybe I just need to try a different diplomatic approach, something more personal.
You know, with all this talk about door 1385, I'm getting a little nostalgic. You remember the conversation we had there this week? It was a simpler time.
It sure was, wasn't it? That was when you gave me those dating tips, I think?
Oh yeah, things weren't going too hot on the app, were they?
No, not hot enough. But I thought a lot about what you said, you know, about people having different interests. I guess it makes sense.
Yeah, Dave.
I mean, if all these henchcan folks like Kate can work for different supervillains, I can probably date someone who doesn't totally fit into Lord Bedlam's ideals. Right?
Right.
Yeah, that's one way to look at it. That mean you're gonna stop
Bro, are
giving
we
people
gonna
the
get
third
romanced
degree
by
about
Dave?
Lord Bedlam's
I don't think
fate
so.
when you match with them?
Maybe. I'm still a little nervous about it. I'm not even sure where I should start instead. Like, what should I ask them about?
Oh god, I'm so
Oh,
inclined to go
no.
for the middle.
You kind of have
Puns
to.
always
Just
work,
on
bro.
brand, you kind of have to.
It's on brand, and B, I've literally helped our mutual friend Zane get
it's
a
not
date because of puns
Necessarily,
before.
yeah.
I think I have to, but like I don't think it's the right answer, and I really want to get out of this conversation to meet Shiny Nova. Oh god, what do you guys think? Do we have to stay on brand?
Mm.
I guess I have to say it.
Just lead with a pun using their name. That always works. Well, like 80% of the time. Maybe 60.
I don't know. I've got a few zingers, but I'm not sure I can come up with something clever on the spot like that.
It doesn't have to be clever. In fact, the less clever, the better. Just say something totally stupid. It works. Trust me.
Why would they want to hear something stupid? I don't know. I'll think about it, I guess.
Anyway, it's been nice reminiscing, but why don't we catch up more at lunch, okay? See you then.
I start to walk forward, but Dave holds up a hand to stop me. Damn it, I thought this might distract him enough to let me slip by, but his memory is getting better than I thought.
Hold on there, buddy. Sorry, I'd love to let you go, but you have to wait here. It's protocol, and protocol is protocol.
Do we try to talk it through, or do we fight Dave?
Talk it through.
It's fucking combat mechanics.
I don't think so. Well, there's options. They've shown us options before, but they've never been good. So I'm not so sure that it's gonna work out. Should we save it here? I don't want to save
Save,
this.
save. Bro,
I don't want to.
Dave's coming is like totally
A
fine.
lot of files.
Okay.
Especially for
So you've mentioned.
Yeah,
Visual
I
novel.
get it, man.
Like, I mean,
But I really
Yeah, I
need to
know.
go.
you're not gonna
So
get
what do you
shamed
say?
for Save's coming with
Will you
visual
let me
novel.
pass? I'm asking you as my supervisor, and more than that, as my best buddy. Help me out here.
We are best buddies, aren't we? You may not always be respectful of my position as your supervisor, but On the other hand, you
Yes!
did let me
Picking
defeat
Dave
Dragon with a giant
won!
laser. I
Yes.
do love lasers, so
Wow.
you're okay in my book. And that's speaking as both Dave of Clan Dave and your best buddy.
Easy, don't wear that out. But thanks, man. Honestly, you're saving my ass here. I mean it.
Oh, sure thing. I'm always happy to help. That's what fantastic friends are for, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so. But honestly, I won't forget it.
I turned to go, but I paused. This may be a final goodbye after all. Who knows what will happen when Nova and I get out of here? I can spare one more second.
Hey, Dave? Just in case I get really busy and we don't see each other for a while.
Dave?
Take care of
I'm
yourself.
gonna miss you.
Alright?
Sure. What will you be busy with?
Oh, just some stuff. But we'll play more SNS when I'm done, okay?
Okay. Guess I'll see you then.
Yeah. See you then.
With a final nod of farewell, I turn on my heel and jog off down the hallway. Oh. I find myself moving on autopilot, winding my way through the fortress halls without stopping to consider my location. That's a big advantage I have over Nova, even if her pace is probably faster. So while it's tempting to push myself in an effort to keep up, a steady jog is probably my best bet. I just have to hope that's enough. After a time, I start seeing signs of her escape. Some scorch marks, a few of my unconscious comrades, and eventually some distant sounds to match. Almost there, I try to calm my pounding heartbeat. This is really happening, isn't it? Even with my cafeteria shortcut, we're going to have to fight our way out of here. Am I ready for that? Doesn't matter, I guess. It's happening anyways. I don't know what help I'll be to someone like her, but I've got to try. The signs of Nova's passing grow more and more dense, but something else joins the KO'd henchmen and blast marks. Long, molten scars on the floor and wall, still glowing from the heat of what made them.
He's getting close.
I know what this means, but I'm still not ready for the sight that awaits me as I round the next corner as I skid to a stop. Oh no. Madame Scorpion looms over shining Nova, sword leveled and eyes gleaming in its flickering red light. Nova's mask flutters in the air between them, sliced cleanly in half, leaving her defiant glare unobscured.
There it is. That's the look I was hoping for. Such a selfish girl, hiding that behind flimsy masks and gaudy helmets. I could feel it last night, you know. Even as you so futilely tried to subdue it. But resolve like that.
So that's the tension.
It has a heat to it that can't be contained.
Oh no.
I can't wait to watch it flicker and die.
Oh, I can't wait to blast that smug little smirk clean off your face. So I guess that makes us even.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. Whether or not you're adorned in your full armored ensemble, we're hardly even.
While Scorpion's eyes don't appear to leave Nova, I see a flicker of recognition, and her smirk grows ever so slightly.
Ah, Stanley. There you are. Such perfect timing. It does make me wonder. What has you wandering the halls at this early hour? You don't strike me as one who rises with the sun.
Maybe the super loud alarm?
Why?
Yeah.
Have we caught you in the midst of a morning tryst? With whom, I wonder?
Well,
Oh, don't be so bashful. You must share the details, I insist. But first, be a dear and restrain this imposter. It would be fitting, I think, for you of all people to be the one to capture Shining Nova.
He's not going to do that.
He isn't.
That's right. He's not just some puppet for you to command. Stan's his own person with his own choices. And he's chosen
Why
to
would you
reject
say
you.
that,
He's
Nova?
coming with me.
That was kind of dumb.
From now on, he doesn't have to be henchman number 065. He can just be Stan. And whoever that might be is up to him.
Why, yes, so it is. Don't you see what she's doing? All Kate has done is lie to you. And this time is no different. Lies and manipulation. Stanley, listen to me. What's shining Nova and all those like her trade in are delusions. Impossible dreams that they dangle in front of ordinary people as a reward for playing by their rules. Has she promised to make you one of them? It will never happen. Your bounty will be a handshake and a farewell while she and her famous comrades take all the glory.
I really don't have much of a bounty, lady. Like, I gotta be real. I've been caught, like, stealing dog food.
Yeah.
That's mostly it.
Or it would be, if you had any hope of surviving such a betrayal. Make no mistake, Stanley. Defiance will earn you nothing but a slow death. Go on, Stanley. Do it.
Stan, don't.
Brother?
This is it. Whatever I do next, I have a feeling there'll be no going back.
I would agree with that.
We gotta help Shiny Nova.
I mean, yeah.
Do nothing's very
I
interesting.
agree, but, like, what happens when you do nothing? Like...
Nothing good, I'm sure. I've gotta be real.
Just die? Like, I don't know.
You might just die.
I won't!
Oh.
Oh, he's getting aggressive.
I don't wait for a response before either woman has the chance to react. I charge forward, weapon in hand, right at Madame Scorpion. Oh, brother. I can see the shock in her face as she finally turns towards me. Hard to blame her. I'm kind of surprising myself right now, if I'm being honest. It's like instinct and emotion took the wheel as soon as I made my decision. I guess you could call this a case of fight or flight, and for once I decided to fight. To really, sincerely fight. I was never in doubt which of those Scorpion would choose. As I draw closer, her shock turns to anger and her sword moves to block my baton. The shift is so fast that it leaves me feeling like I'm stuck in mud. But while my reflexes are too slow for the supervillain, someone else who is a lot faster.
Get down!
Again, I'm too slow. I barely managed to pull on the brakes before Scorpion drops to a crouch, hoping to avoid whatever Nova was planning. For a moment, it looks like Nova's concern for my safety has backfired. That is, until Madame Scorpion sees the metal sphere that she has practically fallen on top of. It beeps ominously as it rolls to a stop. What the hell?
Bro, she got fragged.
Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Oh, got her!
Oh, my gosh.
I try to cover my eyes and turn away from the blast that follows, but it still leaves my ears ringing and my vision spotty. Through the haze, I feel someone grip my arm.
Come on, move!
Oh, she's not wearing a mask anymore!
She's not what?
Not wearing a mask anymore.
Oh, yeah, I got fucking mutilated in the fight.
Yeah, but I didn't think they'd make a whole thing for it.
Oh.
I don't argue and my legs comply with Nova's request. By the time my vision's clear, we're racing down another hallway, and Madame Scorpion is out of sight. For now, anyway.
Yeah,
Nova is still
I
leading
hope
the
she,
way.
like, tranked her right after.
I don't think she did. I don't think she has actual tranks on her right now. Well, so much talking in this chapter. Nova is still leading the way, and I start to make a right turn. Yet even with the added confusion of the explosion, I recognize the hallway, and I resist, tugging in the other direction.
No, left. Cafeteria's this way.
There is a hint of hesitation in Nova's eyes, but it quickly disappears. With a quick nod, she follows me to the left.
You're sure about this cafeteria thing?
Positive. Faster, and there's a chance Scorpion doesn't guess we're headed there. Best bet. Honestly, I find it a lot crazier that you just rabbit seasoned a superpowered assassin.
Is that a Looney Tunes joke? That's so good.
Yeah.
It works more often than you think. Ask me about Dr. Calamity later. But, like, later.
Bro, the fuck she do to Dr. Calamity?
They mentioned before where she's like the only one who could like fuck up Dr. Calamity or something. Something like that.
Why the fuck is she a henchman?
Huh?
Why is she here?
I don't know, she's going undercover for some reason.
Oh, okay.
Her chatter stops, leaving only a chorus of alarms, pounding footsteps, and increasingly haggard breaths. My heart and my legs are competing over which of them can protest more painfully, but I can't afford to listen to them. We're nearly there.
Halt, you traitor!
No!
Halt in the name of Lord Bedlam! Yes, tremble, you treasonous swine! Tremble before the sight of your doom! For I, Lord Bedlam, do not suffer fools, treachery, or long delivery times on Lairdash! And like a soggy bag of fries, I shall toss your double-crossing behinds straight into the trash! and see you branded with the 1-star review of righteousness. Now behold the glory
I love
of
him.
Lord. Oh, my glory!
Oh, my glory!
My glory.
Oh, there he goes! As I sidestep Lord Bedlam's twitching form, I can't help but wince.
Did you have to blast him in the crotch?
No!
Wasn't sure it would get through the helmet.
You seem kind of underhanded for a superhero.
That's...
Breathing, Stan.
Right.
Oh, my glory! We burst through the cafeteria's doors and Nova hesitates again. I continue onward, waving her towards the far side of the room.
Kitchen!
Well, unfortunately, I don't think Bedlam will have children anymore.
He might not.
Probably
He got hit
not.
right in the glory.
Not
She
its
nods
glory.
and resumes her pace, vaulting the counter while run around it. Only when we're through the kitchen doors do I slow down. Luckily, it seems like the alarms have emptied out the whole cafeteria. We're alone.
Okay. There should
I might have to beat up the
be an
cook.
exit to a loading dock. Phew. Oh god. Can your lung collapse from breathing too hard? Holy shit.
Loading dock? Right, for food deliveries. Good thinking.
Gingerly, we weave our way past appliances and countertops until we're at the back of the kitchen. There are, in fact, several doors. One to a bathroom, one to a meat locker, and a third that looks promising.
This it?
I nod and she opens the door, revealing what looks like an empty concrete box, but one with thin beams of sunlight poking in through a crack on the large metal doors of the opposite wall.
Gate'll be locked, but there's a one-way hatch next to it. No keypad or anything, so no one will even know we used it.
So that's where the emergency exit is. Knew there had to be at least one way out without an electronic lock. That's just secret bunker architecture 101. Hey, how come this wasn't part of the tour? That seems like a serious safety oversight.
You just took my boss out with a laser to the nuts, and this is where you question our competence.
That's pretty true.
All right, I'll save it for the debrief. Come on, let's get that thing open before someone wanders in here.
Oh, poor Bedlam's nuts. Rest in peace.
I know. Shiny Nova and I enter the loading dock, letting the door close behind us. In an interest of covering our tracks, we leave the lights off, letting the blue glow of Nova's weapon illuminate our path forward. Once we reach the door, I wince at the sound it makes as I unlatch it, fully expecting to see the ominous red glow of Madame Scorpion's sword out of the corner of my eye, with every creak and groan. But our luck holds. The only light that enters the room is the blinding white sunshine that pours in once the door at last swipes open. Oh. Nova exits first and I stumble through afterwards, shielding my eyes from the sun. I'm still squinting as I swing the door closed behind us, leaving only a moss-covered slab of metal with no latch or handle. Another minute or two passes before my eyes fully adjust, until now following Nova's feet as she picks her way up through the woods, so I take a moment to finally raise my gaze and give our surroundings a proper look. I don't recognize anything. We must have gone further than I thought, so my body is just realizing this too. I stumble and come to a halt. Nova turns around.
You okay?
I realize that I haven't seen her face this clearly before, thanks to the mask and the dim lighting of the lair. Her eyes are a russet brown with glints of autumn flickering beneath the surface, like whiskey and coffee.
Yeah, just give me a second.
I put my hands on my knees and start to double over, but I feel Nova's hand on my shoulder. When I look up, I find her smiling down at me.
Not yet, okay? Just a little further, and you can rest all day.
Right. That sounds nice.
As I stand up straight, I lean on Nova for support and take a deep breath.
Thanks.
No problem. By the logic of a certain SNS game master, we're basically a full-fledged party now. That means we've got to support each other, right?
She offers a smile and a playful smack on the shoulder before resuming her hike, and I follow, albeit with more effort. As we walk, I try again to get a better sense of our surroundings. Though nothing is familiar, I can generally tell what direction we're headed based on the sun.
So, where are we almost, if you don't mind me asking? The highway is the other way.
That's the point. They won't think to look in this direction. Makes for a better hiding spot.
Hiding spot? Oh man, tell me we're not camping. I mean, we technically had some survival training, but I would always smuggle some energy bars with me, and I'm fresh out right now.
As much as I want to see you struggle with a tent, no. It's not a hiding spot for us.
Then what?
Nova holds a finger up to her lips and smirks.
Let me show you.
Still smirking, Nova slips into the bush and disappears. Confused, but grateful for the respite, I lean against a tree trunk and wait. The silence doesn't last long. In the distance, I hear a low, ominous hiss, the groaning of metal, and a series of quieter clicks and clangs.
That's her suit.
As that chorus ends, heavy footfalls replace it, stomping through the undergrowth until the shining armor conductor is revealed. There she is.
Flip into something more comfortable. Think it suits me?
Jesus Christ.
Holy shit! I don't know where the rebels are hiding, I swear.
Holy fuck.
Oh, right. Hang on. Let me switch off the voice modulation.
Oh, I figured that was a Darth Vader reference.
Is mine really that much freakier than Lord Bedlam's?
Just more jarring now that I know what you actually sound like.
Yeah.
Though you could probably make a quick buck selling that tech to guys like him if you want to pull a Scorpion.
I'm good, thanks. But speaking of Scorpion...
Oh. Nova's head swivels back and forth for a moment, scanning the forest. Now that I know who's in there, I can see the similarity in her posture and movements. It's surreal, like deja vu. Man, I'm so pogged that I called this
Deja vu.
I've been in these woods before.
Where for now, but I can't say how long. Time to evac.
Yo, is she gonna like bridal carry us and like fly off?
I think she is. She extends an armored hand in my direction.
Or just fucking drag you.
Yeah.
Are you going to carry me?
Bro.
Obviously, fastest way out of here.
Oh.
Well, unless you want me to stuff you in the armor delivery pod, but I can't promise that will be any more comfortable.
Not likely.
Don't worry, I won't drop you.
When can we kiss her? My god.
Fucking send it. Send it.
Send it?
Send it.
Alright.
Is this just an elaborate excuse to grab my butt? I'm surprised, Nova. I thought a superhero would be above such base temptations.
How exactly do you think I'm going to carry you? Like, physically?
By the ass.
Obviously.
What, just like one cheek in each hand as I hold you over my head or something?
Oh my god!
Work too well while we're flying through the air.
No.
Whatever you say, but admit it. You're tempted.
A breathing mask smacks me in the face, cutting me off before I can blather on any further.
Just put on the mask, dork. It'll let us crank up the speed and altitude a little.
Fine.
I put the mask over my face and secure the strap to the back of my head. When I'm done, Nova once again reaches out her hand, and this time I take it. I'm glad that you said send it. I wasn't gonna.
I've got you.
As Nova pulls me in tight, one steel-clad arm slips securely around my waist while the other moves to stabilize my neck. I hear her suit's thrusters roar for life, and suddenly we're soaring skyward at incredible speed. The cold metal embrace is hardly cozy, but it is certainly secure. I think her joints have literally locked me into place. I'm in no danger of falling down to whatever we're flying over. Yeah, definitely not much of a view either, but I guess that's what I expect from Nova. She's more interested in making sure I'm protected than showing off. This is the person who was struggling to even pretend to be an evil in an SNS game, after all. How the hell did I end up caught in the orbit of someone like this? I feel like I've crossed some invisible boundary, like I was supposed to live my life in one neat little box, and now I've left it. I can't
When
even
are we
begin to
getting
guess.
the kiss scene?
It's soon, I think. I can't even begin to guess where my destination lies, and not just the physical one that I'll end up at when we land. That hasn't been the case for a long time. That, as much as the wind racing through my hair as the roar of the thrusters, has my heart racing. Oh, man.
I think that's a good place to end it.
That's pretty good. Let's save it. Yeah!
Best
Let's
waifu!
go. Best waifu! Oh, man. That's so good. Well, we escaped the lair. Lord Bedlam got shot in the crotch. That one I'm not a huge fan of, but it was funny.
You know, like it happens.
Poor Bedlam had a laser vasectomy.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
Yeah.
We didn't hit Dave. Thank God for that.
Yeah.
And
At
we
least
we pulled a
Dave's
fast one on
nuts are
Scorpion.
okay.
True. At least Dave's doing all right. But that's, yeah, I think that'll be all of Henchman Story for today.